might use them as a stepping stone. And I can get him riled up this morning. Yep, yeah, I can get him riled up. Yeah, that'd mess with your finger, wouldn't it? Alright, big boy. I think you can take care of yourself. Well, I moved to the sidekick because old stomping grounds is just too muddy. Check this out. This is about cool. Ain't that something? Boy, that's about a neat artifact. I've only found a couple of these, and I wasn't really 100% sure that they were gaming stones, but if that's not one, I'm highly mistaken. I bet you could measure that thing all the way around and it wouldn't vary hardly any. That thing is so round. I believe it's quartz. Well, look at it after a while. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's quartz. Can't see through it there. That is cool. Sidekick just, I don't know, it's just got different features about it in some way. I ain't believing that. That's a cool artifact, but I don't find nothing else today. Well, I thought I'd give you a shot of where I've been hunting at. Nice view, eh? A little froggy this morning. That don't look like a bad piece. Ain't just a G10 or nothing, but I don't see anything missing on him. A sound little artifact. I'm gonna keep on looking. This is washed like a flatter than a board. Well, not hardly flatter than a board. Still got some rise to it. I don't know if you can see it or not. They furred these rows up pretty good right here, because this whole sidekick, it likes to retain water in some places. But when it's built up like that and you get these heavy rains, you know, it just keeps flattening it down and washing things out. Maybe I'll find a few more. That's a big artifact. Yeah, the old turkey tail with the very end of the tip knocked off of it, but that thing's huge. It would have been a 3-incher. It's broad though. It's about an inch and a half broad. Anyway, I'm glad to find it. Yeah. That's a little geode. Pew. Alright guys, I'm back at this sidekick. I started over here the other day. Found a couple of pieces, but I didn't hunt over here all day. I went back over to the stomping grounds. But this is day 3 of this week, and I'm hoping I can find some good stuff over here today. That piece right there don't look bad. Shoot, that's a good piece right there. Thin too. That's a fine piece. Yeah. That's my day maker right there already. And that may be, I can't tell right now, but the pieces over here, a lot of them have that diagonal flaking. If that one does, and it's complete, because most of them's been broken, then that'll be the best elk river I ever found. We'll look at it cleaned up after a while, but I believe it does. That's a pretty piece. Well, I'm gonna keep on looking. I'll make a video of this after a while. You'll see it. Alright guys, I've walked up on a smoker if that thing's all there. I mean, it's gonna be a smoker. I just hope that one side's there. I believe it is. I believe it's just gonna be crooked. Oh, I don't know. It's in the ground. Man, check that big sandy out. That's a fine piece right there. Yes, sir. I mean, a good one. Get it where you can see it just right. Sun shining, the shadows, and a little bit of everything going on. What's a pretty piece. A fine tip too. And look at what I'm looking in. Ain't it a mess? Some of the vines died down, now the wild onions just took it over. And I'm hoping they'll get this thing disc. Earlier this year, the farmer told me he was going to put a cover crop on it, and he may yet. I think it's got a little nick right there. But he ain't done it yet, but he had a lot of that burley on the ground to fool with. Getting a cover crop on is the last priority, really. But I hope he does. It'll give me this to hunt all winter. Thanks for watching. I'm back. I'll show you how this is. I may have walked up on another smoking big sandy. Where to go? There it is. Check that thing out. It does have a curve to it, but it's not broken. It's been resharpened on one side. That makes it even cooler. Got a recurve to it. Having a heck of a day already, and it ain't 8 o'clock yet. It's been about 2 minutes. I may have, if that thing's whole, I may have yet another killer. Let's just hope it's whole. goes loose, but all but the very tip. And it may be rounded. I believe it is. And that thing's translucent as it can be. I believe it is. Down here in the sun, yeah. That note found just prior to this one. After looking at it closer, I don't think it is big sandy. But we'll look at them after a while. But I know that is a big sandy. The one before, 2 points ago. That's done already 4 case pieces, and I hadn't been here an hour and a half. They can turn this ground when you talking about some hunting, because I'm informed that well, I knew there was only one more guy that had permission. He himself told me he wouldn't be back, and then landowner told me he wouldn't be back too. I don't know what happened there, but none of my business. No, what I'm showing you this right here, I don't think after looking at that big sandy that it is a big sandy. See, the notches is quite a bit different. This one I think is more along the lines of like a steel well, like that one I found those stomping grounds the other day. It's got a ground base, which a lot of the big sandies do too, but the notches are just different. We'll look at them after a while.